Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me at tmosso, it's in the description, at thewatchbox.com, tmosso at thewatchbox.com, the direct purchase inquiry line from you to me and my crew for this watch and any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. And today, we are discussing the Oris Divers 65 Steel Bronze, a handsome two-tone combination not involving gold or gold plating. This is a 40mm diver that is priced at the entry level but has luxury watch features as well as finish and specification inside and out. An impressively solid piece in 40mm. You can see the watch is designed to evoke mid-1960s references that included a narrow caseband, minimally beveled lugs, as well as more discreet, traditional, and I would even say in the 21st century, versatile proportions, as this watch in 40mm can easily be your dress watch or your sports watch. The thickness, admirable, 13.1, and you can see how much of that is the sapphire that's domed and bubble-like to evoke the distortion of a mid-1960s plexiglass. The spacing between the lugs is a modern and universal 20mm, so you will have infinite options in that universal lug spacing. I also appreciate the fact that from lug to lug, 48.1mm makes this a watch that can be worn on a wrist as small as, I would say, 13.5 centimeters circumference. Now we'll zoom out a little bit. We'll do the wrist shot with my own 16 centimeter circumference wrist, and you get a good sense of how this watch wears. It's not anywhere near the edge of my wrist on either side. So again, if you do have that smaller wrist, if you have a taste for more traditionally sized watches, or you're a woman looking for a men's watch that is properly sized for a smaller wrist, while still featuring everything you would expect of a traditional masculine timepiece, this is very much a men's watch for any wrist. And it's not quartz, it's not small, it's not diamond encrusted, so it's not patronizing if you are the woman who wants a full-size men's watch to wear. And the timepiece wears easily. Again, because the pivoted end links are vintage appropriate, you don't have that flare that you get with solid end links on modern bracelets. Now, you do have a little bit of a representation of a 1960s rivet bracelet. It's a skeuomorph, as I like to say. It's something that's designed to be sort of a dummy representation of something else. So it's emulating the rivet style, but the assembly is modern. And you'll also appreciate the fact that all the links here, the center links are solid, so there isn't a ropey rattle like you'll find with old 60s bracelets. Pin sleeves are used for sizing, so you will need a punch and a block to accomplish sizing here, but it is very secure once sized because of the pin sleeves. There's a machined single fold deployant. The machined deployant feels very secure. Again, I mentioned this watch doesn't really compromise in specification, and the feel of the clasp itself and the machined swing arm, all of that inspires confidence. You can see there are several different divots, 5 of them, drilled into the clasp, so you can use your strap tool to change the anchoring points to make fine adjustments. And rather than a cheap friction fit or clamshell here, Oris uses a twin trigger release, which I prefer. I find that the optimum option and arrangement on a sports watch bracelet. Now, what you're looking at here is a combination of bronze and steel. All of the steel, with the exception of the case flanks and the knurling of the bezel, in satin finish. It's a handsome look that contrasts well with the few thoughtfully chosen and judiciously used high polished elements. The bronze gives you the attractive tonal contrast of two-tone, but without the poser, or some might even say dated or cliched appearance of a combination of gold and steel, or even worse, given the price point of this watch, it would have been plated gold and steel. Oris was right to go with bronze. It's warm, it's handsome, it's sharp, it's distinctive, and it's authentic, as these are two base metals that look and feel right, literally and thematically, with each other. You'll also appreciate that Oris has a full metal bezel insert, so there's no anodized aluminum here to scratch. You have a matte finish to the base, and then you have raised individual indices as well as Arabic numerals, and then etched hashes for the seconds and minutes. It's a really good look, and this unidirectional bezel has a wonderful sound and feel. Let's have a listen. I mentioned that the dial features that lovely bubble-like sapphire designed to evoke the distortion of plexiglass. It also has a handsome ecru simulated patina coloration, as well as a gilt-style golden print, which form a nice tonal contrast not just with the steel of the case and a harmony with the bronze elements, but also a nice contrast with the rich lacquered blue of the dial. That might not be coming across in the video, but it is a rich lacquered midnight blue that is absolutely to die for. Screw-down crown, 100 meters water resistant. Inside a Sellita SW200 regulated in-house by Oris, 26 joules bidirectional automatic winding, 8 beats per second rate. It features the 38-hour power reserve, a stop seconds function for the seconds hand, and a quick set function for the date. All of this water resistant down to 100 meters. So it's not a hardcore diver like a Sea Dweller or a Plo Prof, but it is suitable for most of the diving you and I are likely to do. And it's a handsome watch that'll look great above the waves. Again, email tmosso at thewatchbox.com for a purchase inquiry about this Oris Divers 65 steel bronze. We're back with the Oris Divers 65 by night.